everybody. Welcome to Variety Conversation. I am Lady Walker. This is my third conversation on the rift between Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa Bryant, and her mother, Sofia Laine. Not that I am losing any sleep over their mother and daughter rift, but I have come upon a bit more information on Sofia's conversation on what transpired between her and daughter Vanessa. All the I's and T's are not dotted and crossed in this interview. Of course, I don't believe the real truth is being told, and neither Vanessa nor Sofia is coming forth saying exactly what happened to the point where Sofia felt she needed to share it with the world via an interview with Univision. When Kobe was alive, he purchased Sofia a 3-bedroom home, although the property was in Kobe's name, and Vanessa gifted her with a car. Sofia said that the house Kobe purchased for her, Vanessa wanted her out of it, plus the car Vanessa gifted her with, she also wanted it back. According to Sofia, she doesn't know what happened. She said that Vanessa, her 17-year-old granddaughter Natalie, and she were sitting down together one day, and Vanessa said Natalie can't stay where they live because every time she would come down the stairs, she would imagine seeing her father and baby sister Gigi sitting on the couch together. Then she said that Vanessa said, "Which house should we sell?" And that's when they said Grandmom's house. After that, she told me, "I need you to leave the house." She also told me that she wanted the car and that she wanted it now. She said they took the car and sold it, that the car doesn't exist. This part of the conversation doesn't sit well with me. There is a missing link somewhere. Going from "Which house should we sell?" to "I need you to leave the house and I want my car back." Sofia said that Vanessa is only paying for her current apartment until the end of March 2021. But after that, she was told she had to figure things out on her own. Sofia is 67 years of age. She is divorced, and from that divorce, she gets alimony. Plus, Kobe and Vanessa were also assisting her financially for over 20 years. And according to Vanessa, she is still financially supporting her mother. Sofia said that she has a hurt back, and because of that, she doesn't know what she can do and have nowhere else to go. Sofia says she misses her granddaughters and claimed that she tried to see them in person, but she couldn't because Vanessa took her off the security list. Again, I say, there is more to the story than meets the eye. Now, why would Vanessa put Sofia out of the house Kobe supposedly purchased for her? Again, we are not privy to what actually went down for Vanessa to do what she did, so we can only assume. There is information that the house Kobe purchased for Sofia is no longer Sofia's. After Kobe passed away, that house is being placed in someone else's name who represents 2 of the 3 daughters in a trust fund, and Vanessa is over that trust fund along with Kobe's long-term friend and agent Rob Pelinka, who is the executive over the Lakers. And why was the house placed in someone else's name? Vanessa could have fixed it where her mother could have continued to stay in that house. And after Sofia's death, it would go back to Vanessa and the girls. And as far as the car Vanessa's gifted her with, Vanessa should have let Sofia keep it. For crying out loud, it was a gift. If you gave me something as a gift, why are you taking it back? I can't understand why Sofia was lamenting over those material things. Having a place to stay and a car to drive to get around from point A to B is not a luxury, it's a necessity. I don't like the way that Vanessa handled that part. If I was present in raising my daughters as a mother should for umpteenth numbers of years, and even in their adulthood where they have their own family, I help them out and they come into more than enough money where the cup runneth over. Heck to the yes, I would expect for my daughters to assist me when I am in a financial need, especially when I was there for them and assist them with life necessities. Now, if mother and daughter didn't have a relationship of any kind, that's a different story. Again, I don't see anything wrong with taking care of your parents if you have the financial means to do so. And should you expire before your parent or parents and you still want to take care of them, fix it where that will happen, especially if you are married. On the other hand, if Sophia was doing something underhanded that was wrong and went against Vanessa's wishes, well, that's a different story too. But I still think that Vanessa shouldn't have taken Sophia's home nor taken the car back and sold it. That part is wrong, and doing right doesn't wrong nobody. If I was in Vanessa's financial position and her estimated net worth is said to be $800 million, there is no way I would have taken my mother's home and car away from her, even if she wronged me. I would just stay my distance from her and feed her with a long handled spoon. There are times when you can get along with family when you are not living under the same roof with them, and that's a truth that need not be ashamed. Quite a few people have frowned upon how Kobe did his parents, and they deemed that Vanessa was behind it, considering he financially supported Vanessa's mom, Sofia, for over 20 years. But Kobe cut his own parents off financially. They raised and nurtured him and was there for Kobe during the early years of his basketball career and as a young NBA player. But when he met Vanessa and married her at the age of 22 and Vanessa being 18, things went south with his parents because they didn't approve of him marrying so young, and they didn't want him to marry outside his race, which is black, and Vanessa is Latino. Also, during Kobe's memorial, Kobe's parents were not acknowledged nor given the opportunity to speak. How wrong is that? There were no recognition of Kobe's parents and how they played an important part in his life as well as his early NBA career. Of course, Shaq did recognize him. Vanessa isn't the only one mourning the loss of Kobe and daughter Gigi. Kobe's parents are mourning the loss of their son and granddaughter. As many have said, Vanessa will move on and probably remarry, but Kobe's parents and sisters will never have their son and brother back. Someone said that Kobe abandoned his parents and that he was a good person to other people except with his own parents. He was more generous to his wife's mom and family. Then Vanessa, being shady and messy, recently posted pictures of some of Kobe's items that he got back from his parents after suing them from auctioning them off, as well as the business that bought the items. That's another story for another time, but she was wrong for that. Anyway, as a parent, I can understand trying to protect your son or daughter and not wanting them to marry just anyone, especially at a young age, because you don't know if the person they are marrying is a gold digger, abuser, cheater, and if the person is marrying for the love of money or for love, okay? I recall hearing that when Steve McNair was a NFL quarterback with the Tennessee Titans, killed in 2009 at the hand of a jealous mistress, he was said to have bought his mother a big, beautiful home in Covington County. But when he was killed, his wife put the mother out and sold the house, which was a crying shame. Even if Steve's mother and his wife didn't get along, man, that was wrong. I beseech anybody, male or female, who has been supporting their parent or parents before they marry and would want to continue to make sure that their parent or parents are taken care of should they pass away before the parent or parent. You need to make sure business is taken care of while you are alive. Otherwise, love, you run the risk of your spouse not continuing to take care of your parent or parents after your death. It happens. Take care of that necessary paperwork, y'all. Anyway, that would be all she wrote. And in the meantime, beloveds, feel free to express your perspective on this situation. So, y'all come back to visit me when you can. Okie doke. Ta-ta.